Welcome to our deep dive today.
Oh,
We're diving into 25 years of the Prime Point Foundation.
okay.
And you've given us a fascinating collection of materials,
Yes.
articles, newsletters, even a cartoon character, Prince,
Yeah.
who looks pretty cool, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm excited to uncover how this organization evolved
Yep.
from a simple vision in 1999 to the force it is today.
So what's particularly interesting is how Prime Point embraced the digital world right from the very beginning. They were true pioneers connecting communication professionals globally, even before platforms like Yahoo Groups became popular.
Okay, that's already blowing my mind. You're talking dial-up internet speeds here. What drove them to adopt this technology so early on?
Well, their founder, K. Srinivasan, was a former banker
Okay.
with a vision for communication excellence in a newly liberalized India. He saw the internet's potential to break down geographical barriers and connect people in ways that were never possible before.
Yeah.
Think online discussion groups on platforms like OneList way back in 1999. Yeah.
So they were fostering a sense of community and knowledge sharing right from the start. But it wasn't just about online discussions, was it?
No, it wasn't.
Their early work involved a range of innovative workshops and seminars.
Absolutely. They addressed some pretty critical topics, too.
Okay.
For instance, they conducted workshops on the anticipated IT revolution in India, even bringing in a professor from Columbia University
Wow.
to share insights on emerging trends in media and the internet. Imagine this was back in 2000,
Yeah.
when the internet was still a novelty for many.
They were definitely ahead of the curve. It's fascinating how they recognized the internet's transformative power so early on. But what's really striking is how they didn't shy away from addressing more sensitive issues as well.
You're right. They tackled topics like improving the public image of the police force with former CBI directors and senior police officials participating.
Yeah.
They even organized a seminar on effective communication for politicians, which was attended by some prominent figures.
It seems like they were fearlessly engaging with diverse voices and addressing crucial societal issues right from the get-go. Was this approach reflected in their publications as well?
Absolutely. Take their PR POI Mind Teen newsletter, for instance.
Oh.
It was incredibly forward-thinking, covering topics like blogging at a time when most people were still figuring out how to use email.
Right.
It really showcases their commitment to staying ahead of the curve and pushing the boundaries of communication.
So they're connecting people online, conducting insightful workshops, and publishing cutting-edge newsletters. But then comes Presense India's first digital-only magazine. Tell me more about that.
This was a groundbreaking initiative launched in 2006
Okay.
at the suggestion of none other than former President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam.
Wow.
He recognized the immense potential of digital media, and Presense became a platform for positive journalism, a concept that was quite unique at the time.
That's incredible. To have the backing of a visionary leader like Dr. Collin must have been a huge boost for them. But what really sets Presense apart is their early adoption of podcasts, right?
You got it. In 2006, they started incorporating podcasts into Presense, a first in India. This was at a time when podcasting itself was a nascent medium globally.
Wow. They were truly at the forefront of the digital media revolution in India, and this pioneering work didn't go unnoticed, did it?
Not at all. Their innovative approach and commitment to excellence earned them the prestigious Golden Triangle Award from the Global Forum for Public Relations. This was a major milestone for Prime Point, cementing their position as leaders in the field of digital communication.
That's quite an achievement. So they've made a significant mark in the first decade, pioneering digital communication and advocating for positive change. What happens next in this remarkable journey?
As Prime Point Foundation entered its second decade, they continued to break new ground.
Okay.
Remember that podcast interview they did with Dr. K.C. Chakrabarty, the Deputy Governor of the Reserve Bank of India?
Oh, yeah. The one about education loans, it seemed like a pretty big deal at the time.
The interview was so insightful that it sparked the creation of their Education Loan Task Force, or ELTF.
Okay.
They recognized that many students and parents were struggling to navigate the complex world of education loans, and they decided to do something about it.
So they saw a need and took action. Classic Prime Point. But what exactly did this task force do?
They became a lifeline for students and parents across India. They fielded thousands of queries, addressed complaints, and even raised policy issues in Parliament. Essentially, they empowered people with the knowledge they needed to access education financing.
That's incredible. It's a perfect example of how Prime Point identifies a problem and develops a practical solution to address it. But they didn't lose sight of their core focus on training and communication, did they?
Not at all.
Yeah.
They were still running workshops on presentation skills and business communication, adapting their content to meet the evolving needs of professionals. And get this, they even started conducting workshops on podcasting for broadcast journalists.
Oh, wow.
Talk about staying ahead of the curve.
Always innovating. So they were busy empowering students, training professionals, and embracing new forms of media. What else was happening during this period?
Collaborations were a big focus.
All right.
They partnered with organizations like the Tamil Nadu Police Academy to train officers on media relations. They worked with Puthiya Thalamurai TV to raise awareness about education loans.
Yeah.
And they even conducted an image audit seminar for the Hindu business line, helping them refine their communication strategies.
It seems like they were everywhere making a real impact across different sectors, and the accolades kept coming, right?
Absolutely. They were honored by the Telugu Journalists Association for their contributions to digital journalism. And they received the prestigious Narada Award, becoming the first recipient in the newly introduced digital journalism category.
That's fantastic. They were clearly making waves in the world of digital media. But there's one more initiative we haven't touched on yet, the Sansad Ratna Awards. Tell me about that.
The Sansad Ratna Awards are a testament to Prime Point's commitment to recognizing excellence and promoting good governance.
Okay.
This initiative was born in 2010 during a time when public trust in parliamentarians was eroding. There was a lot of negativity surrounding parliamentary proceedings, with frequent disruptions and a sense of disillusionment among citizens.
So it was a time when faith in democracy was being tested. How did Prime Point respond to this challenge?
They decided to focus on the positive.
Okay.
Instead of dwelling on the negativity, they wanted to celebrate the unsung heroes of Indian democracy, the parliamentarians who were quietly doing exceptional work, often going unnoticed amidst the chaos.
What a powerful idea to shift the narrative and inspire others by highlighting examples of excellence.
Exactly. They created the Sansad Ratna Awards, the only awards in India given by citizens to recognize outstanding parliamentary performance. It was a bold move, putting the power in the hands of the people to acknowledge and appreciate the contributions of their elected representatives.
So how do these awards work? How do they choose the awardees?
They have a distinguished jury committee composed of respected political leaders and civil society representatives.
Okay.
This committee uses a rigorous set of performance parameters to evaluate parliamentarians and select the most deserving candidates.
I'm guessing it's not just about attendance, right? What kind of criteria do they consider?
It's a comprehensive assessment that goes far beyond mere attendance.
Yeah.
They look at the number of questions asked, the quality of debates participated in, the private member bills introduced, and the parliamentarians' overall contribution to their constituency and the nation.
Wow, that's quite a thorough evaluation. So they've been giving out these awards for over a decade now. How many parliamentarians have been honored so far?
As of February 2024, they've presented 125 awards across 14 ceremonies.
Wow.
And they have 3 different award categories. The Sansad Ratna, which is awarded annually, the Sansad Maharatna, given every 5 years for consistent performance in the Lok Sabha, and the Sansad Utkrisht Maharatna for those exceptional individuals who demonstrate consistent excellence over a decade.
Okay, those are some serious achievements. To maintain that level of excellence for a decade is truly remarkable.
Yeah.
And this initiative was also inspired by Dr. Kalam.
Yes. He was a staunch advocate for good governance and believed in the power of recognizing and celebrating excellence. His vision, along with Prime Point's dedication, has made the Sansad Ratna Awards a symbol of hope and inspiration in Indian democracy.
It's a beautiful testament to their shared belief in the power of positive change. So we've covered Prime Point's pioneering work in digital media, their impactful education loan task force, and their inspiring Sansad Ratna Awards. What else can you tell me about their initiatives?
Well, remember that cartoon character Prince you mentioned earlier?
Oh, yeah.
He was created at Dr. Kalam's suggestion and drawn by the talented Triambak Sharma from Raipur.
Yeah.
Prince appears on the first page of every Pre-Sense edition, adding a touch of humor and wisdom to their content.
That's adorable.
Oh.
It sounds like Dr. Kalam played a significant role in shaping Prime Point's journey. But tell me, as Prime Point entered its 3rd decade, how did they adapt to the challenges of a rapidly changing world?
Well, the 2020s brought a whole new set of challenges,
Yeah.
starting with the global pandemic.
Right.
But as we've seen throughout Prime Point's journey, they're remarkably adaptable.
I can imagine they took it in stride, shifting their focus online like many organizations did.
They did more than just shift online.
Okay.
They thrived. They hosted virtual discussions with government ministers and MPs, exploring the impact of the pandemic on Indian politics. It was a crucial time for these conversations, and Prime Point ensured they continued even amidst a global crisis.
That's impressive. They were able to keep those critical dialogues going,
Yeah.
adapting to the circumstances, but their work extended beyond just hosting discussions, right?
Right. They continued to innovate, launching the Presense Speaks book series. These books offer readers curated collections of impactful articles from Presense categorized by theme. It's a fantastic way to make their insightful content accessible to a wider audience.
That's a great idea. It's like a best of compilation offering readers a deep dive into specific topics. But what about their commitment to staying at the forefront of technological advancements? Did that continue into this era?
Absolutely. They embraced the rise of artificial intelligence, conducting workshops on AI for journalists, and even a special session for a former governor on AI for politics. They clearly recognize the potential of AI to transform communication and governance.
It's fascinating how they're constantly exploring new frontiers, adapting to the evolving technological landscape. But there was one achievement in this era that really stood out to me, the recognition by the India Book of Records.
That's right. Presense was officially recognized as India's longest-running e-magazine, a testament to their sustained commitment to digital journalism and their enduring legacy.
It's an incredible accomplishment. To maintain that level of consistency and innovation for 25 years is truly remarkable. And speaking of legacy, they've recently appointed a new president, Priyadarshini Rahul, a Supreme Court advocate, to lead them into the future. What does this signal for Prime Point's future direction?
It's an exciting development with Priyadarshini's legal expertise and her deep understanding of Prime Point's values. I anticipate an even greater focus on policy advocacy and shaping public discourse.
Yeah, makes sense. As we've seen throughout our deep dive, Prime Point has always been about pushing boundaries, embracing new technologies, and advocating for positive change. With Priyadarshini at the helm, it seems like they're poised to make an even greater impact in the years to come.
Absolutely. And as they celebrate 25 years of remarkable achievements, it's clear that Prime Point Foundation is more than just an organization. It's a movement driven by a vision for a more informed, engaged, and empowered India.
Well said. And as technology continues to shape our world, I believe organizations like Prime Point will play a crucial role in ensuring that communication remains a force for good.
I couldn't agree more. Their journey is an inspiration to us all, reminding us that even a small group of dedicated individuals can make a world of difference.
It's been an incredible journey exploring the 25-year legacy of Prime Point Foundation. From their pioneering work in digital communication to their impactful initiatives and inspiring awards, they've truly made a lasting contribution to India's evolving narrative.
And what's truly remarkable is that they're showing no signs of slowing down.
Right.
They're constantly innovating, adapting, and looking ahead, ready to embrace the challenges and opportunities of the future.
Their story is a testament to the power of vision dedication and the unwavering belief in the power of positive change. If you're interested in learning more about Prime Point Foundation and their incredible work, be sure to check out their website at Prime Point Foundation. And who knows, you might even be inspired to join their movement.
That's a fantastic idea. Go explore, get inspired, and let's all contribute to building a brighter future together.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the inspiring world of Prime Point Foundation. Until next time, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep those conversations going.